I followed the advice for people with diverticulitis, which is to eat more fiber, and which in my case meant more salads with seed oil rich salad dressing and more whole wheat. And I got sicker and sicker and sicker until 6 months later, I had to get a colon resection, which I was told would be curative, and it was not. So a couple of years after that, I figured out how to fix my diet. I found out that taking seed oils out, which was the first thing that I did, made a huge difference, and also revealed to me that I had a massive gluten intolerance, and combination of those two things triggered all of my symptoms, as I learned subsequently. So, for instance, I could replicate my stroke-like symptoms if I accidentally consumed some wheat. I would lose the ability to talk. I would lose my vision, partially lose my vision. And, so needless to say, I'm very diligent about that.
Did you have to go did you have to have surgery for colon surgery?
Yeah, I had a sigmoid colon resection, which is about 8 inches taken out. Luckily, I had a very excellent surgeon who did, suffice it to say, it's amazing. I mean, it was an amazing experience, not one I would recommend to anyone, but it was an interesting learning experience, how resilient your body is. He took 8 inches out of my colon, sewed it back together, and 2.5 days later, I was at a pool party, drinking beer and eating hamburgers on doctor's recommendation. And it was, a testament to both my pain tolerance, because I took as little drugs as I could, and to the surgeon's ability and knowledge that I was able to recover. Typically, that's a 6-week recovery.
It must be a daunting thought when you think that had you not intervened at some point during that time and changed your diet, perhaps you would have had to go through several more surgeries. What would happen to your colon eventually?
Well, you know what? I remember there was one day where I looked at myself in the mirror and I thought to myself, you're looking old. And I was just like, all of my parents and grandparents, my mother's still alive, she's in her 80s. All of my, my father and all 4 of my grandparents died in their late 80s or early 90s. And here I am, 41 years old, repeatedly hospitalized, and thinking to myself, you're not going to make it. I was like, you're going to run out of colon if they have to keep cutting this thing out. And, that was actually one of the most remarkable things. When I fixed my diet, I probably lost 15 or 20 years of visual age. That's why everybody at work started saying, what are you doing? Because it was just over the course of 2 months, it was a dramatic change. I started getting carded at bars again. I mean, it was remarkable. And yeah, it was, I was, the surgeon was quite, both doctors, the neurologist and the surgeon, they were both clear that I was in a really dire strait, and that, the acute diverticulitis, if it's not treated immediately, can be fatal fairly quickly. And let me tell you, it is unbelievably painful. So yeah, it was scary.